Just imagine if I tell you that the world's fastest-growing EV company, BYD, not only makes batteries but also builds its own hybrid engines. And that, too, inside such secret and high-tech factories, where a new engine is ready in just a few minutes. But the real question is, where are these engines actually made? Is it just one factory, or are multiple hidden locations working behind it? And the bigger thing, what is so special about BYD's hybrid engine that makes it different from other companies? You must have heard a lot about Tesla and other EV companies. But BYD has quietly created a system where engine, battery, and motor all work together as one powerful combo. And that's the reason why today, BYD's hybrid cars are spreading so fast across the world. But the real game starts inside the factory, where from raw metal to the final engine, every step uses technology that you have probably never seen before. And in this video, we are going to show you all of that, the complete inside truth, step-by-step process, and those hidden factories where these engines are made, and how this is giving tough competition to companies like Toyota and Tesla. Before moving ahead in the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch such videos first. Now, let's talk about BYD's hybrid engines. Where are these engines actually made? BYD prepares most of its hybrid powertrain in China itself. Behind this is its subsidiary Finreams Powertrain. This company specifically handles the production of engines, motors, transmissions, and the complete hybrid system. BYD has built this system so strong that it does not need to depend on any external company. Now let's come to the main factories. BYD has several big plants in China. First is Shenzhen. This is the headquarters area of BYD. This is where the company started, and even today, research, development, and some production lines run here. The Shenzhen plant is very advanced, where new ideas are tested. Then comes the Zhengzhou Mega Factory. This plant is truly mind-blowing, so big that it feels like an entire city. Here, a car gets ready every few seconds. Along with hybrid model assembly, powertrain components are also made here. The level of automation in Yunga is very high. Robots can be seen working day and night. The Xi'an plant is also very important. It has a yearly capacity of around 9 lakh vehicles. Engines and complete systems for hybrid SUVs and sedans are prepared here. In Chang'e too, a strong production line for hybrid vehicles is running. This plant in Hunan province is known for skilled workers and good facilities. The Hefei plant is new but growing very fast. Overall, BYD has around 8 to 9 major vehicle production bases in China where hybrid components are made. Now, the biggest thing, vertical integration. What does that mean? BYD has kept everything in its own hands under one roof. Everything from raw material to finished powertrain is prepared. Making the engine block, winding the electric motor, assembling the blade battery pack, fitting the gearbox, everything happens in one place. There is no need to import parts from other companies. Because of this, cost stays low. Quality control becomes easy, and there are no supply chain issues. See, most companies depend on suppliers. Engine from one place, battery from another, motor from somewhere else. But BYD has built its own complete ecosystem. That's why it is able to make such affordable and efficient hybrid cars. Now let's talk about global expansion. BYD is no longer limited to China. It has opened a new plant in Brazil, where local hybrid models are being assembled. Production is also running in Thailand and Uzbekistan. New plants are being built in Hungary and Turkey. In these places, cars are assembled, but the core hybrid engines and powertrains still mainly come from China because the infrastructure, technology, and scale there are the best. In the future, local engine manufacturing might also start in these regions. But for now, the entire system depends on these big factories in China. And these factories are not just big, but also smart. AI, robotics, and digital monitoring are used everywhere, so that every engine comes out perfect. Production scale. How many are produced annually? Now let's talk about the real numbers. How big is the production of BYD's hybrid engines and powertrains? Hearing this might blow your mind. In 2008, BYD launched the world's first mass-produced plug-in hybrid car, the BYD F3DM. From that time till now, meaning by 2026, BYD has produced more than 7.7 million PAG vehicles. That means over 7.7 million hybrid cars, and this number is increasing every year. In the last few years, BYD has picked up massive speed. In 2025, the company produced and sold more than 4.6 million new energy vehicles, EV plus hybrid. In this, hybrids have a very big share. In many months, hybrids even went ahead of EVs. That means every year lakhs of DMI hybrid systems are being produced. BYD's total vehicle manufacturing capacity in China alone is more than 5 to 6 million cars per year, and this capacity is still growing. Plants like Zhengzhou, Xixian, and Hefei together make this huge number possible. Hybrid models like BYD Qin, BYD Song, BYD Seal, and BYD Tang come with the DMI system. So just imagine how many hybrid powertrains are being produced every year. Even back in 2021, one single line had a capacity of around 5 lakh units per year for DMI powertrain. Now multiple lines are running and the capacity has increased many times. Now look at daily production. Some of BYD's mega factories are so fast that a new car rolls out of the assembly line every 30 to 60 seconds. The Zheng Superfactory is the biggest example of this. Production runs there day and night. Just imagine how many cars in 24 hours. Hundreds. And every car either comes with a hybrid system already installed or it gets installed during assembly. FinDreams Powertrain has different lines working specially on hybrid engines, EHS units, electric motor plus generator, gearboxes, and battery packs. The 1.5L Xiaoyun engine, which is the heart of the hybrid system, is also made at high speed in these plants. Making one engine involves many steps, but because of automation, the production speed is very high. Why such big numbers? Because BYD has done vertical integration from raw material to final testing. Everything happens inside its own plants. There is no need to depend on suppliers, so scaling production becomes very easy. After 2022, BYD completely stopped making pure petrol cars. Now all the focus is on EVs and hybrids. The result? Production is breaking new records every year. In 2024 to 2025 data, hybrids even went ahead of EVs in some segments. People are now choosing DMI for longer range, lower cost, and reliability. Look at the Zhengzhou factory. It is even much bigger than a Tesla gigafactory. Their robots, conveyor belts, and workers all work together non-stop. One report even said that some BYD lines have around 97% automation. That means fewer humans, more machines. Even quality checks are automatic. Every engine goes through vibration, power output, and fuel efficiency tests. How is a hybrid engine built? Step-by-step process. How is BYD's hybrid engine actually made? It all starts with raw material. First, materials like steel, aluminum, and alloys arrive at the factory. Then, the work of casting and forging begins. In casting, melted metal is poured into molds to create the basic shape of the engine block. And in forging, heavy pressure is applied to make the metal stronger. The 1.5L Xiaoyun engine of BYD also starts from here. This engine is special because its thermal efficiency is said to go up to 43%, which means more fuel energy is converted into power and less is wasted. After this comes machining. The rough engine block is sent to CNC machines. These computer-controlled machines are extremely accurate. Cylinders are bored, surfaces are smoothed, holes are created, and parts like pistons, crankshaft, and connecting rods are prepared. In a hybrid engine, precision is very important because it has to work in perfect timing with the electric motor. Even a small mistake can disturb the whole system. Now the assembly of engine components begins. Pistons are fitted into the cylinders. The crankshaft is installed and then parts like valves, camshaft, and timing chain are added one by one. Here both workers and robots work together. In BYD plants, automation is high, so the work is fast and mistakes are minimal. Oil channels and cooling jackets are also checked because they protect the engine from overheating. This 1.5-liter engine often works like a generator in the hybrid system and helps charge the battery. After this comes the most special part, EHS, meaning electric hybrid system. In this unit, both the drive motor and generator motor are placed in the same housing. The winding of electric motors, fitting of magnets, and preparation of the cooling system are done on a separate line. Then it is connected with the engine. Along with this, a reducer, gearbox, inverter, and controller are also installed. In this way, the engine, two motors, inverter, and controller together form a compact powertrain that can easily fit under the car. Now comes the turn of the blade battery. Battery cells are made in a separate plant. Then they are assembled into modules and packs. After safety testing, the battery pack is electrically connected to the hybrid powertrain. Along with this, BMS battery management system is also installed, which protects the battery from overheating, overcharging, and damage. Now the full system starts becoming ready. Motor for electric driving, battery for long range, and an efficient petrol engine for backup. But BYD does not send any unit out without testing. In bench testing, the engine is run at different speeds. It is checked how much fuel is used, how much power is generated, and how much heat is produced. Then comes durability testing, where the engine is run for long periods to check its strength. Vibration, noise, emission, and the electrical testing of the EHS unit are also done separately. Wherever a problem is found, the unit goes back for rework. Only those powertrains move forward that pass all tests. In the final step, the complete powertrain is mounted on the vehicle chassis. Then a dyno test is done, where the car is tested at different speeds and loads while staying in one place. After real-world simulation, water leak testing, final inspection, and software updates, the car becomes ready for delivery. How does DMI technology work? Now, let's talk about the magic of BYD technology. This is not just a hybrid system. It really feels like a game changer. Usually in hybrid cars, the petrol engine comes first, and the electric motor just helps. But BYD's DMI hybrid system works a little differently. Here the electric motor comes first. That means most of the time the car runs on electric power, giving a full EV-like feel, and the petrol engine only works when needed. That too, like a generator. Just imagine you are in city traffic. The car is completely silent. No vibration, instant acceleration, and the engine doesn't even turn on because the battery and motor handle everything. But as soon as you go for a long drive or hit the highway, the engine quietly charges the battery from the back, so the drive stays smooth and tension-free. Now understand the modes in a simple way. In EV mode, if the battery is well charged, the car runs only on the electric motor. And in the city, you can go around 80 to 100 kilometers without touching petrol, getting a completely silent and smooth experience. In hybrid mode, when the battery starts getting low, the engine turns on, but it does not directly drive the wheels. Instead, it powers a generator. The generator produces electricity and sends it to the motor or charges the battery. And here, the engine always runs at its most efficient RPM, which saves fuel. Then comes parallel mode, where sudden power is needed, like overtaking or fast acceleration. Then both the engine and motor work together to push the car and give full power. This system uses a 1.5-liter Shia-Yun petrol engine that delivers around 43% thermal efficiency, meaning more of the fuel is used for work and less is wasted, while the electric motor is about 97% efficient, and together, they form a very solid combination. Now talking about advantages, fuel consumption becomes very low. In the city, it is around 4 to 5 liters per 100 kilometers, and sometimes even less. And on highways, the cost does not increase much. The drive feels very smooth because the electric motor gives instant torque, so there is no jerk at all. The range is also long. With a full tank and full charge, it becomes possible to go around 1,000 to 2,000 kilometers. And in some models like BYD Chin, LDMI, even claims of more than 2,000 kilometers are seen. Running cost stays low because electricity is cheaper and petrol usage is less. And since the engine runs less, maintenance is also reduced. The cabin remains quieter because the car mostly runs in EV mode. Now, if we compare it with Toyota's hybrid system, Toyota's system is definitely reliable, but its approach is older, where the engine does more work, and the motor helps. And even in the city, the engine keeps turning on and off again and again. BYD's DMI, being electric first, gives a more EV-like feel. BYD uses a more powerful electric motor, and the battery is also bigger and more advanced, so the range is higher. Toyota's system is dependable, but BYD has adopted a more modern setup. A small efficient engine, a strong motor, and a bigger battery, which gives better performance and efficiency, and sometimes even at a lower cost. The biggest advantage of DMI is that you get the feel of an EV, but without the tension of range. You can refuel petrol anywhere and continue. Or in the city, you can comfortably drive on electric power. The system software is also very smart. It automatically decides which mode to use so that performance and efficiency stay balanced. After years of work, BYD has refined this technology so much that today it is spreading rapidly across the world. It is neither a full EV nor an old petrol car, but a perfect balance of both. Advanced manufacturing technology. If you look at BYD factories, it really feels like the future has already arrived there. These are not just places where cars are made, but more like a high-tech manufacturing showroom environment. Here, more than 90% of the work runs on automated lines. Robots and humans both work together, but heavy and ultra-precise tasks are handled by robots. Just imagine a long assembly line where robotic arms lift engines, fit battery packs, do wiring, and place every part in the exact position. In plants like Shenzhen, Zhangzhou, and Xi'an, the level of automation is said to be above 90%. One worker monitors multiple robots at the same time, which increases speed and leaves very little chance for mistakes. In welding, painting, and assembly everywhere, you mostly see robots working. And conveyor belts automatically keep moving every car to the next station. In hybrid powertrains, precision is the most important thing, because the engine, motor, and gearbox all have to work in perfect timing, and robots can repeat the same accuracy again and again, which is why every unit comes out almost identical. Now, if we talk about quality control, BYD does not compromise here either. At every step, AI and sensors are installed. Cameras and laser sensors scan parts, and even the smallest mistake gives an instant alert. One of the most interesting things is digital twin technology, which means a virtual model of the real machine is created in the computer even before production starts. Virtual testing is done to see where problems can come, which saves both time and material. Engine testing, battery performance, and full powertrain checks are done through automated systems. Data goes to the cloud in real time, and if any issue is seen, the line is stopped immediately and fixed, which is why their cars are considered very reliable. Now let's talk about challenges and future plans. A big company like BYD does not have small challenges, but it is handling them quite smartly. First, understand the challenges, then we will see the future plans. The first thing is supply chain. BYD's biggest strength is that most of its work is under its own control, from raw material to final car. Still, the prices of battery materials like lithium, nickel, and cobalt keep going up and down worldwide. Supply inside China is strong, but at a global level, if any political issue or trade restriction happens, it can create some problems. Still, the company is already prepared in its own way. It is working with multiple suppliers, moving into mining in some places, and also recycling old batteries to reuse materials. Now coming to future plans. The company has a clear plan. Increase local manufacturing in the next 2 to 3 years. It is preparing full production setups in Brazil, Europe, and Southeast Asia. Local suppliers are being found, workers are being trained so that costs can be reduced, and cars can be built according to each market. In hybrid technology, also upgrades are happening fast. In new DMI generations, both range and efficiency will increase, and driving above 2,000 kilometers will become possible. The engine will become even smaller and more efficient, the motor more powerful, and software updates will keep coming over the air so that even old cars feel updated. Work is also going on for flex fuel engines in some markets like ethanol petrol mix in Brazil. For off-road capability, focus is increasing on new platforms. In terms of technology, the company is not behind. In the coming time, advanced driver assistance systems and Level 2+ autonomy features will also be seen in hybrids. AI-based energy management systems will become smarter, which will automatically decide how to use the battery and engine based on driving conditions. The company is also focusing on sustainability, increasing the use of green energy and improving recycling so that it can move towards carbon-neutral production in the future. Talking about competition, Tesla, Toyota, and many local brands are in the field. But BYD is moving ahead because of its speed, cost advantage, and new technology. In the coming time, if local manufacturing increases, hybrid cars can become even more affordable in markets like India, Europe, and Latin America. With new DMI technology, range, performance, and efficiency will improve even more. It is clear that the company is not just making cars, but changing the way mobility works. There are challenges, but their solutions are also being prepared at the same time. In the coming years, BYD can give even bigger surprises. If you are thinking about the future of hybrid cars, then it is clear that this technology is going to stay for a long time, especially in developing markets. If you like the video, then subscribe to the channel right now and press the bell icon. You will keep getting such informative videos first. See you in the next video. Till then, bye and drive safe.